Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's me just with a quick update on what I've been up to. Just first of all, I just wanted to take a quick look at the Bitcoin price. Yeah, we've had two really good green candles the past 2 days, and we've just moved up above these moving averages, and I'm starting to feel really bullish. So let's see how we can do it in the next couple of days. I would like us to just come down and bounce off this 30-day moving average and see this bullish cross with the 14 and 30-day moving average. And then what I think, maybe we'll get some resistance at the 200 moving average as well. But I think generally, I think we are probably, when we come to meet that, I think we are just going to come straight through. So I have kind of been suspecting this for a little while because we are uptrending on the RSI. The fear and greed index also starting to become less fearful as well. So all the things are pointing to that. Looking at dominance as well, we are continuing this uptrend. So once we get to this kind of green zone, then maybe I can start to think about buying altcoins, but until then, I'm staying well away from altcoins. What I think is going to happen is a lot of, maybe the altcoins will bounce quite well too, but I think a lot of the money might bleed out into Bitcoin, but we'll see. I also think I'm also quite hopeful for Polygon as well. I'm going to stop calling it Matic because everyone keeps making fun of how I pronounce it. But Polygon has been one of the best performing altcoins, probably due to its strong ecosystem, and users are just coming over from BSC. All the statistics saying that user base is growing weekly and declining in BSC. I believe that transactions have exceeded Binance Smart Chain as well. Anyway, looking at the price, 3 green days in a row, and now we are sort of going between these moving averages. Probably I would expect to see some kind of correction, and if we can make a new higher low, and then once these moving averages cross over, I think as soon as I start to see this cross, probably I'm going to say if we can break through this trend line here. I'm not sure. I'm definitely thinking about where I can expand my AAVE loan. I've currently got an LTV 15%. It's paying to loan now. The rewards is okay. So that's my opinion on that for now. Let's see how this goes. Still need a little bit of a confirmation. Bitcoin need to trend line here. We kind of need to come down, correct, and bounce off this previous trend line here to get me feeling more confident about that. On the other side, if we just continue to bounce in this accumulation zone, that's going to be great. Just gives us more time to accumulate Bitcoin. So at the moment, I'm still sort of sticking with the same plan. I'm just sticking to Polycat Finance. They got a new UI on the way. I'm trying to get away from the PancakeSwap look. Looks really great. Don't really feel like it's necessary. I mean, custom graphics and stuff is quite important, but I think yeah, I can kind of see that point. But the good thing about this is people are used to this. They know the format, they know the UI. But obviously, if it's just looking like a clone, it's a little bit off-putting. The TVL went down to about 200, I think below that. I'm way back above that now. One thing to note is that over half of the supply has now been minted, and we've got a maximum minted supply of 3 million. So now the question is, Fish needs to provide its real use case, which they're saying is going to be kind of like staking and in vaults, IFOs. They had this IFO the other day, and I didn't really talk about it because I wasn't going to get into it, but apparently it's done, according to listings by, it's done pretty well, 33% up. So I don't know if I'm going to come to regret that. We'll see what they go next. I'm also quite regretting not getting in Iron Finance as well. Perhaps we should give a bit more respect and credit to some of these platforms which Polycat is promoting or got partnerships with. GemBytes hasn't really been doing so well. We've got GemBytes on here. GemBytes had this big sell-off, and actually we're kind of creating a floor here, so maybe that's worth looking into. Maybe that's a good opportunity. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. This I was staking, but the APR is just not good enough for me. But actually, APR is quite nice now. 167 is okay. So now I'm at a crossroads. I'm starting to think about exit strategy or taking profits. But right now the price has suffered quite a lot of this recent decline. I did a video the other day talking about how all the Polygon tokens really suffering recently. So I think I'm going to wait for the price to come up a little bit, maybe towards 40 or 50 if it can get there. Taking a look at the chart, the last recent high was at like 70. So maybe I'll watch this chart and I'll let you guys know, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer, because I mean the whole value proposition for this token, we don't know if it's really going to work. But I do have the feeling that it will. There's so many yield aggregators, like all the farms is trying to do it. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them trying to do it. We had just Walt launch, which was BSC platform. They also got an aggregator, 11 Finance, also a yield aggregator. I mean, there's so many. They're not all going to be successful. You know, you got to pick the one with the most market share, and that's going to do the best, surely. And at the moment, Polycat got a massive market share. So, all right. So another farm I wanted to talk about is Polygash. I think I'm close to giving up. You know, the development. I'm not really feeling it anymore. Probably would have been good if I decided to do this last week, but I didn't. The pools for new players, it's not really doable. And then the farms, you've only got gas based farms. Pretty much the same with all Polygon. where with BSC actually you have the choice different liquidity pools on different farms. So you might have a new farm, then you can join with your existing liquidity pool. But on Polygon, interestingly, it's always the farm token LP they only offer on most of the farms, pretty much all of them. So I've got a small amount staked in here, and I think I'm gonna pull it. And I'm also thinking the tokens I've got here, I just got $163 here. I may pull some funds and rewards from Fish into Adamant, which has been performing so well. I've been talking about this for a few weeks. It's kind of my long-term plan. I think this is going to be the pancake bunny of Polygon, and it keeps growing. And now we are starting to really see the rewards. The APY a couple of weeks ago was like 400 or below, and it has been growing as I've been expecting. So what I'm doing on here is I am aggressively compounding. So as soon as I get to like 0.1 or anything slightly significant, I'm just claiming that. Okay, and actually I've got like 7,500 in LP. I now have 16 ADI, which the current price is about $45. I don't know why this is really lagging out for me, but it's about 750, and I'm actually earning more in rewards here. And the APY is absolutely insane. So we got 1400% in ADI and 700% in Matic and 13% APR in Quick, for a total of 2100 APR, which is fantastic. So yeah, anyway, I'm thinking of just pulling Gaj and pulling rewards from Fish, and just buying the ADI token. You can buy it on QuickSwap and then just deposit in here. And the great thing is you can just take profits with the Matic APR and then use the ADI to compound. So you're like de-risking as you go. Polypingu Finance I withdrew from. The liquidity is really low now. The TVL are still okay, but I had a lot of problems withdrawing because the TVL was so low. Sorry, because the liquidity was so low. Not really seeing too many updates as well. Last update, June 11th. That's like 4 days ago. I just think it's gonna die. I just really think it's gonna die. Probably I'm going to start looking at new farms, but I just want the uptrend to kind of be confirmed, and then I will start looking for new projects. But I just kind of want to take a safer strategy at the moment. So what I did is I did finally get the Cometh ship. I spent 200 Matic on that. And what is it basically? Okay, so you got a ship and you can jump to other ships, and it costs you a transaction fee. So the game uses the Must token. So you can still get a ship on OpenSea. Then you'll get a whole choice of them, ranging from 3.5 ETH to as low as like about 200, about 0.1 ETH is about the kind of fee you're going to pay, and then you're going to need to get yourself some Must on. Then you're going to have to go to the L2 Cometh swap, and you can get yourself some Must on here. So they also got farms. It's just kind of like a quick swap basically, or any other. So yeah, you can jump to other ships. You You jump like halfway to the other ship and then you pay the transaction fee. And each ship you can set the amount just here, the amount that you could charge other people to pull to your ship. And then this represented by different colors. We've got this pull price filter. And then the aim of the game is to try to mine this comet, which is going around. So you can see the value you get for mining it. And this is a remaining value. But this value is in liquidity pool tokens. I believe it is Comet ETH? I'm not sure. So at the moment I've currently spent 56 cents, and I think a single mine will give you about $1, but you can have multiple ships. So I heard there are some people on here like at high end earning like 7k per day, which is kind of crazy. So the interface is really nice, it's really impressive. Yeah, it's really nice. And then we also got several different solar system, and you can have multiple ships in each one. So at the moment it's a bit of a waiting game. I haven't really worked out how to calculate accurately the rotation at the speed this is rotating, but if you click on the comet, it takes 600 minutes to go all the way around, so that's 10 hours. So then you can ratio that. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how that's going. Another game which Polygon just promoted today, we got like a trading card game, bit like Hearthstone. So this looks pretty good. I'm definitely going to try to get on it. I really like the idea, because with games like Hearthstone, like I used to play it a bit before, but then I kind of got bored and kind of got better things to do. Really, I don't really play games very often, but I think maybe there's some potential there. I kind of want to try it out. And I do think the advantage is, you know, if you do decide to switch off one of these games, and this can apply to many games, then at least you've got assets which you can sell instead of just having to give this up, and then you've invested lots of money and then you can't get anything in return for it. So yeah, I'll leave a link to this tweet in the description below, and you can just go to this website and sign up and get a beta access code. I have been trying to get the app to work. It's just supposed to be designed for phone or iPad, but it seems to work on a computer here. But currently there's some kind of technical issues. I wasn't able to log in yet. Other games I'm looking at is this IOI token, which got some kind of racing game. Sounds quite interesting. Website is really slick. 50 million total supply, and then it also got like a trading marketplace here, but the token's not yet released, so I'm not really sure when this is coming out. They say the token price now is it's like 40 cents. I guess that will reduce. So maybe I will give this a go, but based on those prices, the common car is going to cost, it's not too bad, it's going to cost, what, 600? How much is that? Just about $25, I think. So the one thing I don't like about this, why they can't come out with their own car designs. They got to copy it like a Porsche. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'd rather they made it like a Wipeout game or something. It doesn't have to be cars necessarily, and give it their own unique feel. Because a lot of the problem I've got with NFTs is they just look like bland and they're not got their own style. So LootSwap is also developing. I'm keeping a close eye on this, and it does look like they are kind of creating their own style NFTs, and they're also getting the community involved. So I think that's really good. I think definitely have a community on board and having them involved that's going to create the ecosystem really well. Z.Run is another one I'm looking at. Looks really cool. Just like a horse racing game. And it also sort of ties into the whole kind of betting scene as well. So basically you own an NFT, which is like one of these digital horses, and then you can breed them. You can win races and win Ethereum or Matic, I don't know, win rewards, and also have a potential to sell the NFTs later. These are also available on OpenSea, so as far as I can see, OpenSea is like the best market for NFTs at the moment. I actually like the design of this. It's quite modern kind of look. It's quite basic, but they got their own style. I like it. I like all the backgrounds. It looks like quite a unique kind of game, although I think it's really going to be focused on gambling, to be honest. But taking a look on OpenSea, the prices are a little bit high. See what we can get. This one for 20 ETH. So it looks like we're looking at least 0.16. How much is that? Like $350. Oh, this one's alright. Just over 250. Oh, this is just an offer though, 0.1. So it looks like you're going to pay like 0.2, which is quite a lot. But I'm keeping my eye on this. And oh, what I wanted to mention is they got some kind of event. Okay, so they got some kind of event looking on Telegram here on the 1st of July. Where they're going to be dropping a lot of racehorses, so I'm not really sure how this happens, but they said they're saying here that's going to benefit existing users more with no racehorses, more than the ones which have got racehorses, but they still want to give a fair and proportional chance to current owners of horses on there. So that's 1st of July, I've put it in my calendar, and I'll definitely remind you guys about that. So that's just about it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just a bit of a low-key one. What do you guys think about the platforms I'm talking about? You interested in any of them? Have you already got into that? If any of you are into any of these games, then let me know, because I'm still getting to grips with this. Probably I'm going to do a video dedicated to this once I really fully understand what I'm doing. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves.